What's up, Alphas? It's your boy La Alpha Zelmay with his beautiful friend Bree. Coming back at you with another pod. Your favorite Monday morning podcast is here to bring you some quality content. We got great topics today. How you feeling today, Bree?
I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. There's a lot going on. 2020 is still a wild place.
Yeah, 2020 is wild. We got a bunch of topics today. We want to start off with telling you that we know it's hard out there. 2020, like Bree said, is a hard place. We want you to know that you can keep stomping. You can get to it. Just keep stomping. Something amazing can happen at all times. You can maximize your 24.
Yes, you can.
Maximize your 24 hours. Today, we got some topics today. We're going to start off with some of the we done found out a little more information on the Meg the Stallion and Tory Lane situation.
Yes, we have. I think last time. Did we talk about it last time? We didn't know what really happened.
Yeah, we didn't know what really happened. We still alleged, but there's
We
things coming
still
out.
still kind of we still don't know.
Yeah, we still don't know, but it's things coming out. We have we have Tory Lanez either getting a little too flirtatious with Kylie Jenner, or she getting too flirtatious with him. And Meg didn't like that, according to the alleged sources. And she,
Alleged,
yeah,
right?
yeah, alleged sources. I don't know the sources, so I can't tell you they're credible. But from a lot of them, they said that what happened at the party. They said she violated them. And my little,
But how violated? How?
that's what I
How
want
did
to
he get
know.
violated as a
But
man?
yeah, I don't know how that is. And I guess the little man got upset. See,
That
I
little
gotta,
man
I
said he
gotta
gonna beat
violate
his
him.
ass.
Not, I ain't gonna violate. See, I gotta violate him. I had to say a little joke about it, but it's not a funny situation because this gonna lead us to our first real topic. Meg said something interesting, Bree. She said black women hold a lot in, true, and they are
Some
not
facts.
protected. So let's talk about it. I have a black queen here today, so we're gonna talk.
Are black women protected? Mm.
And what does protected mean?
And what does protect? Okay, so for me, when I think about black women being protected, I think about the way black women come to the forefront and fight for the black race or for black men. Whenever you see anybody stepping up and taking, I guess, taking up for the black race, it's always black women. We're at the forefront, we fighting, we taking up for our men in most cases. And I don't think black men reciprocate that too often. I think, and I'm not saying like all black men, I'm just speaking in general, like the black man in general does not necessarily protect the black woman.
Okay, so I have asked questions. I want to understand more because I think it's different demographics of different groups that said things. So I wanted to know because I know black women come to the front, but I'm not from the same. I'm from a hood, kind of TC, but I'm not from like the. That's a family hood, but I'm not from the murderous hood. Like,
Like the inner city hood. Right, right,
yeah.
right.
So I asked them. A lot of them don't feel the same way, and that's the ones that come at you on Twitter because everybody hate them and they're not gonna live to 21. This is where the trauma come in. This for anybody. This is like we're gonna educate a little more. A lot of them feel like everybody attack them except for the ones they ride with. So if you don't ride with them, they don't ride with you. So
Exactly.
because they see people, other black people they don't know, often in those environments, they're often trying to get them in some way, whether it's black man or woman. They trying to hustle them, get them, kill them. They see the police, he trying to get them, so they got this my circle and that's it. And then I see you say black men ain't on the internet. I feel some type of way. And those the one, and that's the thing I also want to notice about social media is that when something happens, we often focus on the bad
Right, right.
instead of the good. Cause I found myself doing that too. Like I had a I had a video a few weeks ago on this channel, um, 14,000 views. Most of them like, you did amazing. Then the one dude was like, you copying somebody else. I spent most of my time talking to him. More than I did
Instead of acknowledge,
it was, I think it was 35 other comments that said they loved me, but I spent most of my time talking to the one dude who
who
said
was
that.
like, "You're trash."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, why do you think that? And I wonder, is that because most of the time we see what we see from our lens and not from somebody else's, which
right,
could be true from both ends, which is true from both ends, by the way. Like I said, trauma fighting trauma. So from both ends, so if I feel unprotected, like most of the time you don't see, let's just say you don't see the a specific suburban black man say the same thing or an educated black man say the same. It's mostly like a dude from the hood who don't feel loved, and they come at you, so you feel like they coming at you, so you don't feel loved by a lot, most of them, because most of the time you're gonna focus on. Most of the people agree with you, never gonna comment on your stuff anyway. I found
you're
that.
absolutely right. If they agree, they just gonna keep scrolling.
Yeah, or they just gonna like and go on by their business. So I wonder, is that a little bit of it? Um,
That is
yeah, because if you go on social media, like I said, I made a video. Charlemagne said social media is not a place to find love or people compassion because it's gonna be mostly jokes and people disagreeing with you.
yes, that's it. That's all social media is. Is like if you want a good critique, if you want somebody to bash your head in for something that you said, put it on social media.
Yeah, your opinion of, if you want your opinion or something to be joked about or made fun of, social media is the place. And I see a lot of people saying they want compassion or something. I'm like, bro, social media is a
It's
lot
just
of,
not the place to get it.
yeah, I see a lot of angry people on social media.
Social media is for we're for jokes because that's how black people cope with things. They
Yeah.
make jokes about it. You know, that's social media is not the
Memes.
place where you heal. Like that's where your inner circle comes in and your reality. Like
Yeah.
you can't come to social media thinking you're gonna get the real what you need really in life. You get the jokes and you get the chastisement. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, see the people that's gonna meme your situation, joke it, or disagree with you and gonna fuss at you.
Exactly. Go on a full rant with their fingers for 30 minutes to an hour because they got a lot of time on their hands.
I
And
made
that's what they gonna do.
I made a joke about Christmas one day, and a bunch of atheists spent 3 days talking to each other in my comment, kind of dissing me. I'm like, hey,
And
bro.
I'm just saying,
I'm like, you realize I ain't replied yet.
and they
Uh,
really don't need you to reply, and they just need that one person to agree, and they need that little fire lit, and then it's over with. Then everybody, it just is what it is.
yeah, but in that case, I do think in a lot of cases, black women aren't protected in that way, as you said. At the same time, and it's because I also think it's because the black women, if you read the statistics, are getting out and getting educated, and the black
Facts,
men are
facts.
being in the hood. So like it's like a disconnect between
The
where
two.
they are and where this group is. Because as you know, a lot of times you get the prison talk. We talking about prison reform now. You get these situations where you have this group specifically. They don't get educated. Like I said, I talked to the kid from Chicago, talking about he gonna die by 21. Ain't no hope. He might well go out shooting because it don't matter. And then you kind of feel a little despair when you see that. You kind of get sad. You want to figure out how to change it, and it's very difficult to change. By the way, it's not going to be an easy fix. Not going to be a
It's
quick
not an
fix.
easy thing.
Because first you got to create an environment where it's a healthy environment, and then you got to deal with the trauma. Which, by the way, I've been talking about a lot. I feel like black men have a lot of trauma that they just never like addressed.
Addressed because black men, not just black men, but the black community, which is getting better, but the black community doesn't equate therapy to healing. They equate it to being weak. And so we're getting much better about it. But it still takes time to recognize that you can go to therapy and not be considered to be a weak person
Yeah,
because we can't figure it out on our own.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be kind of against therapy because I thought it was a waste of money. But then I realized something as I grew is that I had a system around me with my brother specifically, and he's kind of a psychologist anyway. And me and him just tell each other stuff, and we can like deal with our problem with each other, and just say, "Yo." I told him the other day a thought I had. I said, "Yo, I realize I don't like working for other people. That's why I keep trying to do random stuff. I have a problem with authority over me.
Don't.
Like I do. I really have. That's why I will create a LLC in a minute. I'll create a nonprofit. Like, no, I have a problem." And I told him that. And I'm like, I might need to kind of. I think that kind of leads to me working with people. That's why I've been way more social on social media lately. Like I have been communicating and stuff because I'm used to being a loner, as I always say.
Right.
So I'm like, but I have that where I can actually talk to someone, and a lot of people don't because they either get judged, chastised, like you said, called weak. Bree, do you have anybody in your life like that?
That I could just talk to.
Yeah.
I have a few people. I have a strong inner circle that I could go to. But I we still encourage each other to go to therapy because none of us are licensed professionals, you know. We can only bounce off of the experiences that we've had. So nobody's a licensed clinician. We just really speaking off of the different experiences that we've lived through already. Um, so yeah, I do have people that I can talk to, but I still encourage people to go to therapy because there are a lot of things that we don't know that we're dealing with. Like it's unconscious for us because we've been dealing with it for so long. And certain conversations have to be had in order to even recognize that. So that's why I encourage people to go to therapy because there's some stuff that's inside of you that you don't even know is affecting, the way that you move or the way that you think or the actions that, you perform because of something that you happened when you were like 5 that you don't even think you remember.
Yeah, it's a lot of traumatic things. Like I said, my brother is a psychologist, and I studied a lot of psychology, so I know all the terms and stuff, and I use it to self reflect because I'm a nerd, and that's all I want to do. Which is a good thing. It's okay to be a nerd, by the way.
Right.
It's okay. I don't know people. I think that's a lot of that's one of the things in our community that happen too, where certain things that trigger people. I say this about Candace Owens and Terry Crews because I've seen it in a lot of people. I've seen the kid be against certain things and be like gatekeepers, in which the kid was called when I was younger. They would be like, "Why are you talking white? You want to be white? You don't want to be like us."
Exactly.
Even though they did want to be like you, but they felt like. By the way, white people don't talk proper. By the
They do
way,
not.
they
They
don't talk
absolutely
proper. I
do
don't know
not.
where that came from. If you talk proper, it's
How do you even equate that? But that comes back from
yeah.
centuries ago,
Yeah, I think that's
generations
more
and
that you're better than me.
generations.
So they're like, you're better than me. You talk white, which means you equate white people to being better than you, which is a
Yeah,
traumatic.
that's systemic. Yeah, that's a systemic trauma.
Yeah, so I'm like, and that causes trauma to that person, which led them to believe, yo, I'm not with this group. Don't want me. So
This other group definitely don't want me because I don't even look like them. So I need to. It's hard to find your place when it's like that.
and I find often they often go to the seem more powerful group and like cater to that group more so.
Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about with Candace Owens and Terry Crews and stuff like that. That stuff affects with trauma, and we got to figure out ways to, like I said, based on all this. And plus, this is not just a black thing. This is just people in general. Some traumatic could have happened in your life when you were younger that you don't think about that could have affected you some way.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of things. We got another thing. We gotta talk about a little other stuff we gotta talk about in the community. We talking about Kanye West, but before we talk about Kanye West, I'm gonna give Bree a chance to talk about a little bit more about Maximize 24 after this. And I must tell you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. If you're on Spotify or any other platform, hit that follow button. We do this every Monday morning. We're your favorite Monday morning podcast. I'd like to thank you for being here. Bree, tell us a little bit about Maximize 24.
So, Maximize 24 is a nonprofit that was placed on my heart to really create like a mentorship for high school students who are transitioning into life after high school. Whether you're going to secondary school, whether you're picking up a trade, whether you're going to the military. A lot of times in school, they don't teach us how to properly use our time. So if you're in college, because that's the experience that I had, in the military, they kind of do it for you until you create that system for yourself. But when you go to college, it's like a whole new world. Like nobody tells you when to wake up, nobody tells you when you go study, and you don't really have to be like super intelligent to pass college. You just have to know how to manage your time. And I feel like if someone would have taught me that, you know, going into school, that I would have been better off. Like I would have not wasted so much time or not been so far behind as I thought I was. So it's just really, I created it to not only teach people how to manage their time, but also to manage their life. Like knowing that you have 24 hours and everybody's 24 hours isn't the same, but you have to know that you don't always have to be busy. So it's like a two-part thing. Just because I want you to maximize your time, it doesn't mean I don't always want you to be moving or doing something or being busy, but knowing how to maximize like your mind, your body, and your spirit, knowing that, rest is important in different aspects of life, just going through life. You don't have to be a high school student, it's for anybody. I do write newsletters and blogs to encourage people of different aspects in life that we may all go through. So yeah, we're growing. We are moving and shaking, trying to change lives
There
one
we,
day at a time.
there we go. One day at a time. Like I said, keep stomping. The link to Maximize 24 website will be in the link in the description below. Go check out Bree. You see her social medias is under her name, under her picture right here. Both of them, her Twitter and
Yay!
Instagram. So go check her out. It's amazing. She will be on this podcast often, along with Unico, and you will see Kid Credit Player. So we having a good time. Bree, we're gonna talk about Kanye.
Oh, let's
We're
talk
gonna
about Kanye. I
eh,
might need a drink before we talk about.
we're gonna talk about Kanye and Kanye, all of them. Chris Jenner, the Kardashians. I will have a video about the Kardashians out probably this week before my birthday, which is Saturdays. Shout out to me. Birthday podcast Saturday.
Hey,
Yeah, birthday podcast this Saturday. This is my last year, my 20s. What? I didn't say that loud. Okay.
let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, so yeah, we gonna have a live podcast. Gonna be live. You can chat with us. So be on the YouTube channel. The podcast will still come on Spotify, Apple Music, and all those platforms on Monday the morning, but it will be live Saturday. And we normally record on Sunday, but it'll be Saturday for my birthday. I want to celebrate with my people in the chat, all the guests, anyone. So we're gonna have a good time. Yes, Kanye, Chris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, all of this drama. I already. They know my perspective. They watch the YouTube. I would tell it again. But what's your thoughts on the first campaign rally, Bree?
Oh, okay. um, I will just be honest with you. Kanye is not my favorite person. Used to be my absolute favorite person. Okay, like, but something happened to him. I think after his mom died. I know a lot of people say that, but no, like, really, he went through a traumatic experience, and I don't think he ever really came back from it. Um, I also have a theory that Kanye is about to drop new music, and so whenever he's about to do that, he goes on this rampage and gets a lot of attention and starts to get buzz, so that when he drops the music, he gets the higher streams or he gets what he needs. As far as the rally goes, I think Kanye is just seeking attention at this point. Um, there are a lot of things that he said that made absolutely no sense. Um, and I don't know. I really call him a lost soul because I feel like we have this routine where at least once or twice a year, we come and we talk about Kanye and the new escapades that Kanye has, done now. So I don't think it's new. I think it's just buzz because he's about to drop an album. He does need help. This isn't a facade or a facade. He needs help. But I'm tired, Kanye. Honestly,
Yeah,
tired.
Kanye. I've looked up some people online about his disorder, bipolar disorder. It's said to be bad. And usually, when something bad happens in their life, or something good happens in their life, their endorphins in their mind usually tell them when they're bipolar that I don't need the medicine I'm taking because I want to feel good. And the thing about being bipolar is they take medicine to calm all their urges, rather sad,
Right,
because if they get too sad, it leads to suicidal thoughts. If it's too happy, they go on a rampage and think they're invincible and they're God. That's basically what I learned this week. And so, if anyone knows, Kanye had just received a Gap deal, a very pricey Gap deal that he's just
he did.
got very wealthy off of. And it
He
seems like
did.
anytime one of those things, because the last time it got real bad, it wasn't even for an album, but he said some stuff about Trump, love Trump, blah blah blah. But it wasn't bad.
Yeah, he
Last time he
finally
got
had.
bad was
Yeah.
Adidas when he had the
Mm,
Adidas deal. So it seems like this is a constant thing when he feels invincible. He wants to feel good. I don't want to take my medicine, and then I go out and I just do random things and kind of cause chaos around me.
right.
So he says things. Like, well, if you watched a lot of it, it was very. If you watched the whole thing, it's very emotional because he start talking about probably something you don't want to put on the internet about how they almost aborted the daughter and Kim decided she wasn't gonna do it, and he got very emotional about that, and he got very emotional when he spoke about his mom. But most of it was a discussion for ideas. And I've seen a lot of people say, I want somebody in the office that's not in the political sphere." I'm like, no, you really kind of want somebody to at least know what they're doing. That's for anyone who thinks that. Because I'm gonna explain why. If I had an idea of a house and I knew how I wanted it to look, and I decide I'm gonna do it myself and I'm gonna build it, I guarantee you that house ain't gonna be right. This coming from a person who helped build houses.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you can dream a house, but if you decide I'm gonna go up there, do you know about how to use scaffolds? Do you know how to use? Do you know what the 2x4 for? Do you know what size you need?
I don't know none of that.
Yeah, so if you just
None of
want to build the perfect house, you at least have to know the basics of how to do it. So you telling me that you want somebody that don't know how the government works to run the government
to
is
be.
is a horrible
We
idea.
going through that right now. We doing that right now. We not doing that no more after these 4 years. Like we
Yes.
had okay, we did it once. We tried it. We let y'all come in, not knowing what to do. We see what happens. We're not
Yeah.
doing that no more.
Yeah, and it was okay when everything was going good, but when things turn bad, you see how the situation ain't handled correctly. Because when the economy
Right.
going up and business and capitalism makes money, you don't really have to do much because you just let it keep going. You keep doing the interest. All you gotta do is change a few things, interest rates, blah blah blah. By the way, the stock market is mostly for wealthy people because it just counts how much stock is being sold. Most of y'all stock is not gonna reach that level, but I know a lot of people don't know.
Period.
Yeah, they don't know how to. A lot of people don't know how the economy works. So I have to just say that. But yeah, you at least have to know some semblance that if this situation happened, what to do. If this situation happened, what to do, and everything on it. So that's about the. Now let's get into the Kanye tweets.
That he deleted right, shortly after he said them.
Yeah.
Like
By the way, I don't think all those tweets are complete lies either.
I don't think any of them were lies. I
Yeah.
don't think that. I think that Kim and Chris really came down there and was like, all right, guy, like it's time to go see somebody. Like it's
Yeah.
time to get some help.
But I think his
Um,
sporadic thing kind of messed it up though, because you can't, if he don't want it, you can't just give it to him as an adult. So
right.
he
And
said they gonna lock him
it's
up. He can't. They can't do that legally.
I don't think it's fair that they tried to spring it on him either, Um, we get that he needs help, but you gotta keep the man in the loop. He's already not well. Like you
Yeah.
can't just surprise him with it and think that it's gonna go well.
Yeah. So, but yeah, their life. He talking about NBC and they can't control their life. If you know the Kardashians, you know their life is their job. They're not particularly talented in any way,
Not at all. Not at all.
but their whole life, their whole gimmick, and their whole million is their life.
Right. It's just people following them around
Yeah,
with a camera.
yeah. Me being me is how I make money, which I have talked to some people. They say that's an amazing way to live because it's the easiest way. Your power is in your living, and no one can take it away, unlike corporations or anything. Because as long as you're alive, it's money, which is true, but it's also stressful on anyone that's not down for that. Like my whole life is literally a television show, and everything can be recorded. Anything can be on Twitter. Everybody know when their business is taken care of. They have this whole group that handles their business. The smartest people in the world that wants to get. By the way, these people that on their team are the best in the world. By the way, I want I want everybody they do the people that's with them see how much money their life is, and like yo, I want to
Right.
get in on that because this will be easy money, and I'm one of the best in the world at marketing and doing this stuff. So they team. Kylie Jenner makes billions off doing just selling a lip filler.
That's it. A lip filler.
Yeah, them business people know what they're doing, and they're using her name to sell. So they make money, she make money. So they're gonna get money, and they're down to do it. So, so they make money off it. Don't. So I don't. They are not particularly talented, but yeah, their life is that. So Bree, I'm thinking, what would you think about that life, Bree? That mentally
Being
straining.
followed with a camera
Yeah,
24/7.
yeah.
I'd be ready to kill somebody because what privacy do you have? And I guess because I'm a very private person,
Yeah,
so me like my personality is very introverted, and I don't like a lot of people in my business at all. So that would drive me insane. So I guess for people who are extroverted who don't mind, even for them, like 24/7 is a lot. Like, do you ever get a break? Because even when the cameras aren't rolling for you to be paid, TMZ and all the blogs are following you when you go to the grocery store, when you do everything. So that's mentally taxing, like to have to watch my every move because I know someone is always watching me,
yeah,
like waiting for me to do like they don't care about the good that you do. They could care less. They couldn't care less about the good that you do, but they're waiting for you to do something wrong, for you to slip up, wear the wrong thing, say the wrong thing, go to the wrong place, walk wrong, so they can have something to talk about.
yeah. Kylie, like I know Kim Kardashian got robbed. There was news in France. Like everybody was following them and everything. I'm like, that's in France. That's not even your home country. Your life is like a movie that people not even from your country will literally just follow you around because it's
Yep.
money in your name. You make money off of it. They make money off of it. I know Kylie makes almost $100,000 per Instagram post. So, like I said, everything they do is literally tied to money. And
Like everything I do is, I mean, and all money ain't good money. Like if I wanna lay on the beach and not be bothered, I should be able to do that. I can't even sit in my own house without the TV people hiding in the bushes. That's a problem.
yeah, I think that escalates situations too. With especially with somebody we know what happened to Lamar Odom. People like Kanye, Rob Kardashian, even he's in the family. It didn't affect him well. Uh, Kendall kind of more private. Courtney kind of more private. The others not as private. Then your mom is like the momager, so she runs everything.
She know everybody business.
Yeah,
She know when everybody got to do whatever they got to do.
yeah.
So
So yeah, it'd be very stressful, and that's probably why Kanye called her Kim Cristiano. So yeah, like, and that probably a negative effect. Kanye, he went on to talk about other things. Let's talk about something positive in this situation. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
shout out to Dave because I feel like Dave has been a really good friend.
Yeah,
Okay, um, like the fact that Dave, because I seen a clip when he was on can't know I don't remember the TV show he was on, but he was talking about how these people aren't crazy. Like if you live the life that they live, then you would understand why the things are happening that are happening. So I feel like Dave Chappelle kind of knows on a personal level kind of what Kanye is going through, it just seems like he got the proper help because he recognized like this is me too, but I can get the proper help to kind of balance myself out. So I'm very, very pleased with him being a friend. Because a lot of people are just like, here go Kanye again, like me, because I ain't his friend. I'm like, here you go again. Like, here we go, another episode. So he needs that. He needs somebody to really be intentional about checking up on him.
Yeah, and Dave, he didn't advertise it. Kanye don't want to advertise it. Kanye told him to make a joke, which probably not. You're like, I ain't here to joke. What you mean? I'm here to help
I
you.
don't do that. Right.
But yeah, but shout out to Dave Chappelle. Very positive. I saw Justin Bieber just went to visit him. So hey, people need. Sometimes you need people in your life then to come you down. Because most of the time, from what I'm understanding, he has a bunch of yes men. So
He clearly has a bunch of yes men if they let him run for president.
yeah, so yeah, pray for Ye. I want to
Pray for
talk about something
Kanye.
else to go to the social media thing that we were talking about. I saw people on social media comment on every situation with Meg, Kanye, all these situations, talking about y'all didn't have this same love for someone so else, somebody else. Cause that seems like the tier on Twitter now. You have the joke tier, which is top, the angry tier, which is next, and then the people that say what always bringing somebody else into your situation.
Some from the past. Like we can't learn from what we our past mistakes or something.
Yeah, like y'all saying pray for Ye. Why y'all say pray for Azalea Banks? I'm like, why don't you just say pray for Azalea Banks? We can do that right now.
Right, right. Why
But
don't you just tell
why
them?
is it there in Kanye's section?
Right. And that's, you know what? People tend to do that a lot, whether it comes to police brutality, people just in general in life. They always have to be compared to something else. Like, why weren't y'all saying this when this was saying? Why don't y'all care about this? Like, it's like all lives matter. That's what they just sprinkle a little all lives matter on everything. Like, this matters too. This matters too. But that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, it's not the
That's not the prop right now.
it's not the that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, it's like why we okay, we can do that and we can do this.
We can do both. Like we can literally do both. Like, come on. Like, we don't have to choose. You
Yeah,
think God don't want to hear about Azalea and Kanye? You think he can't handle both of them or
yeah,
something? Like,
yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah, let's
We can
pray.
do both.
Yeah, we can pray for both. I don't know
We
why
can do
you upset
both.
that somebody. It's weird, but okay.
Like, we gotta choose. Why we gotta choose? We don't have to.
Yeah, I was talking to someone, and they brought up that a lot of people feel like the things they care about are not important. So when somebody care about something else, they want to bring up what they care about in that specific situation to deflect from what somebody else is caring about. Instead of trying to encourage people to care about this, yo,
Multiple things. Like,
yeah,
you can care about more than one thing. And just because I care about this doesn't mean I don't care about that. I'm just talking about this right now.
yeah, it's like the like you said
And are
about.
we saying that Azalea Banks has mental issues? Is that what we saying?
Oh no, just
Oh,
saying a
okay. Because
comment I
just for
saw
the
on Twitter.
record, she might. Well, she's a troll. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
just
troll.
saw that. I literally read that Twitter comment, so I just was bringing that Twitter comment up because that's the one I remember.
She's a troll. I said it.
She does troll. She's still talking about Dave Chappelle.
I'm like, girl,
Like,
what? Don't you make music or something? Ain't it time for you to make some music?
yeah, she was cutting chicken heads off, and she knows she didn't do it. She was doing it just to put that on the internet.
Troll. Troll.
But yeah, but it's all. I feel like a lot of the situation we're talking about right now comes around social media.
And listen, Trevor, like, I feel like a lot of the conversations that we have come from social media. And one, I'm not totally opposed to it because we are supposed to be social distancing. We are, in the middle of a pandemic, and that is how we're connecting with everyone at this moment. The people who are actually, doing what they're supposed to do with social distancing, because we can't physically really be in each other's presence. So I'm kind of on the fence about getting all that information from social media right now because really, like, if you're social distancing and doing what you're supposed to do, I mean, the news is even on social media. So
Yeah,
kind
but
of like the world we live in now.
yeah, okay, I did a video the other day about social media posts. I mean, not social media, media in general, and how everybody has their biases and skews, and
Hmm.
certain things can be true at the same time not. Bree, I haven't got a chance to talk to you about this one, so I'm gonna bring this up. The Nick Cannon situation. I know I talked about it last week on mine, and I explained the history and why I said 75% of what he said was correct. 25% was just, I'm just gonna say,
Emotion.
yeah, he just made that up because it doesn't make sense. So I want to know your thoughts on it.
So first of all, I didn't really. Let me just say, I didn't watch all of it. I did get snippets of it, and I've always been a Nick Cannon fan because he's done so much for the Black community. Um, he really does care about Black people. You know, like you have some people who like say they care about Black people, but they're not really showing it. They're not really doing what they're supposed to do. Nick Cannon is for Black people. He's been for Black people for a long time. And so I think he had very good intentions. His heart was in the right place when he was trying to explain these things. But I just think, the delivery was kind of bad. Just because some things you just have to be mindful of what you're saying. And I think he wanted to just take advantage of the climate that we're in and just really inform people, which is, he does a great job of that on his morning show. But he just missed that time. We all miss. We're human.
Yeah,
I mean, we not he not canceled for it, but he just missed. He just
yeah,
missed.
yeah. Being with Professor Griff, if if he's too extreme for Public Enemy, if you too extreme for Public Enemy, you might not want to get into some stuff you done. Because Public Enemy was always radical, but they were like, "Yo, you too radical."
Right,
And
you doing a lot right now, Bucko.
and even Professor Griff was like, "Where you get this from?" We talked about other thing, but yeah, I know he gonna have his talk show, which was scheduled for this September, gonna be next September, and
Okay.
he's supposed to travel to Israel and learn from
Hmm.
rabbis and stuff like that, and learn history and why they was supposed to talk about that. I'm not gonna really get into it like I did. I got into it last podcast about the history and why they are actually called Semites because they were close. They was perceived by Hitler to be closest to black people out of their community, and it's their fault that they lost World War I and all that stuff. But that's basically the gist or whatever. Watch last week's episode if you want to know that history lesson. But yeah, Nick got we had a wild and out. We he still got his Fox show. But why not? Maybe come back next year and hopefully and he said he was sorry and I saw a lot of people attack him and he got real sad over that, which we tend to do as a not just black people, just the whole America right now.
Yeah, just as a human, like, bro, like I said, I was sorry. Like when people, but it's just difficult now in the time that we're in to recognize genuine apologies
Yeah,
because everybody's sorry. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like people be meaning what they say. Like a lot of the times, but they feel like if I come back and say I'm sorry, then all is forgiven. Like you're just it's hard to determine who's genuine and who's not, especially when you don't know these people personally.
yeah. We
So
live in a digital age. I actually was watching Joe Rogan podcast. And Joe Rogan get cut canceled every week, and then people forgive him based on who he interviewing. It's the most interesting thing I've ever seen in my life. I have never seen a man just because who he interviewed get canceled, and then he uncanceled. Now he interviewed somebody on our side. What?
right. No, like listen, and that's what I don't like about cancel culture. Like when you decide to cancel someone, you need to really decide to cancel them based on your morals and the standard that you have for yourself and for the people around you. So when I cancel you, you're canceled. Like I've deleted you from my memory, basically.
Yeah,
I am also a more forgiving person because I do realize people make mistakes. Like just thinking about all the pressure that these celebrities are under. But now some things you can't come back from because that's who you are at your core. Like Terry Crews, you can't come back from that. You're
Yo, I
done.
kind of made an excuse for him early in the podcast because that's what him and Candace Owens that. Because when he says things on Twitter, I found out that he's like, it sounds like he like, it's certain people tell me I can't be black, and I'm like, that sounds like something that I heard before from being in college and high school and not being like the other kids or something a little different. So they say you're not black,
Hmm.
and like that, like I said, this whole podcast right now about trauma. So that's a traumatic experience. So and like I said earlier, they usually cater to the powerful people, which is why this, like I said, this 300 pound man will cater to this little bitty. So he catered, and then Gabrielle Union came to his side, which I make this statement. People like Terry Crews, I'm sorry, I never hate you, love you, but I can't trust you. Based and not on
And
based on
that's
what he
my
said,
problem.
and it's based on what I. It's the same thing with Kelvin Benjamin from football. I'm gonna explain both situations real quick, and then I'm gonna get Bree get her thought. Cam Newton, when Kevin Benjamin was overweight on the football team, and everybody was talking about him, Cam Newton stood at the podium, said, "Leave him alone. He going through something. That's my receiver. I got this." 2 years later, Kevin Benjamin blamed Cam Newton on why he wasn't successful. After I seen him publicly, now I don't know what happened privately, but publicly he came to your defense. My loyalty tells me that even if we got problems, if he came to my defense publicly in front of everybody,
In
I'ma
front of the
leave it
world.
alone. Out of just pure loyalty. When I was down, you came to my back. I'm not gonna dish you. It's the same thing when Gabrielle Union came to Terry Crews' defense. When everybody was making fun of him for again being a 285-pound man with a 135-pound white dude ask you for a sexual favor, like why would you do that? And people make fun of him. Gabrielle Union came to his defense. When she needed him, he didn't. Again.
He did not. And
Matter
that
of
would
fact,
be
he
my
went against him.
issue. I've never had any issues with it. That's not what we asking you. That's not what she asked you. I was still triggered by that because just but cancel culture says Terry Crews is canceled. I am the representative for cancel culture today.
Oh, you yeah.
And Terry Crews is done.
Yeah, but
Put
like I
him in a
said,
box, ship him off.
but yeah, like I said, I can't trust you now. I seen how you do somebody to defend you. Me and you, I don't hate you. Like I said, I'm over all. And even if it was me, if you did me wrong, I'll forgive you. It's on, but I just can't trust you. You done lost that thing in you.
And
Especially
if I can't trust you, why are you here? What you
yeah,
here for if I can't trust you?
yeah, because I know you just gonna do what you do to get where you want to get to.
Exactly.
If you feel like saying this, then this movement get you up there, you do it. And then when somebody go against it, and you like, even though you my friend, even if I disagree with you, even if I think you wrong, I'm not gonna publicly denounce you. I will talk to you and try to fix it and be like, yo, I feel like this situation going. I feel like you wrong, but I'm not finna go tell you on the internet and be like, yo, I don't know what she talking about. It's not my problem.
Exactly.
Because my loyalty don't work like that.
Does not. And see, that's why I can't. That's why he canceled because I can't trust you to defend even the person that defended you. Like
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. I can't. Like you said, I can't trust you. So why are you here? Cancel culture says we ship you out.
Yeah. I found the same thing. I found the same thing with a lot of people. By the way, I actually started listening to people I disagree with. Like, it's been a thing I've been doing, especially since I've been more positive than the last 3 weeks. I've actually started listening to people I disagree with. I'm gonna say it, and they might cancel me. I've been trying to get canceled for a week. I
Boy,
don't.
here we are. We for
I don't find out of all the crazy people I listened to the last few weeks, I don't find Ben Shapiro that bad. Even though I know he said comments in the past that he actually said he wrote a book of the dumb things he said, And you're like, yo, this the dumb stuff I said when I was 17, 20, 21. I'm sorry for it. And I didn't even know that because if you listen to Facebook and Twitter, he ain't never apologized. But he had a book out before that even happened that he did apologize for. He said I was 17 and I just was in my environment. So I'm like, but y'all didn't tell me that. So I've been
Nobody said that. They don't. That's again. They never want to bring out the good stuff. It's always the bad.
yeah. So I'm like, so he did write a book on his stuff. He got a list of dumb things he done said in his life. I got a bunch of dumb stuff I done said in my life too.
We all do.
Yeah. So
I'm still saying dumb stuff, so it don't matter.
yeah. So I listened to him, and then I found out he was the most hated person by the alt-right, which is the group that a lot of Democrats and people put him in. But he's the most hated person in that group because he is a Jewish person. And he always don't agree with them.
Right.
Even though I disagree with him a lot, by the way. With a lot of stuff he said I disagree with. But it's not like it's something insane that I should hate him for.
But that's why you got to know who to cancel and who not. Cancel culture says Dave Chappelle is a legend. And I'm not canceling them. What are we talking about?
Yeah, and like I said, like I listened to him, I'm like, he's not as crazy as everybody told me he was. And I already not listened to him because he was on the Joe Rogan podcast again, because I listened to that. And like I said, Joe Rogan get canceled every week. And that, by the way, cancel culture kind of works in the opposite way sometimes, because y'all cancel him one week and then he trend the next week for not being canceled again. He's a hero. Because last week he was a hero, this week he was canceled. I'm like, I'm finna watch his podcast and see what y'all mad about. So now I will listen to Joe Rogan podcast, which I never did before.
Now he get most streams.
Yeah, because I'm curious now. Because y'all can't just cancel him and uncancel him and cancel him again when he interviews somebody you don't like.
Cancel culture is indecisive.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't just do that. So now now I listen to Joe Rogan podcast, which I never did till about a month ago, which is interesting. Even when I made a video about him making $100 million from Spotify deal, I was like, he ain't my type of cup of tea.
Right.
But yeah, I end up listening to him. By the way, if you like this podcast, we are here with Bree. Her links will be in the description. If you're on YouTube, you will see them on the TV, on your screen. You know, you see under my page, you see 99_Zelma is my things. My link tree will be on the thing. You can buy my merch, my books, and all of that. Maximize 24 website will be in the description as well as Bree's thing. As well as Bree's information to our social media. If you are not on Twitter or if you're not on YouTube, but it still be on YouTube too. Follow her, hit that follow button. She is a queen. She's very smart. I'm glad I can give her a outlet. Cause she deserves it, by the way. She deserves the outlet.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, we're gonna try to end on some. We're gonna try to end on some funny notes, some good notes, and not be all deep,
sad and somber the whole time.
Yeah. Have you listened to new music?
Oh, J. Cole came out.
Yes. And it made me pick up my pen, and I haven't wanted to pick up my pen in about 2 years.
That's good. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, even this last album didn't make me want to pick up my pen, but it was. I like KLD though.
Yeah, I stand. Okay, I don't think J. Cole puts out bad music, so I'm always biased.
But it was good, but I didn't feel like it made me pick up my pen. These last two songs. Oh, I said, I'm ready.
He was in his bag. Oh my god. Okay, all right. Let me calm down. That man was in his bag. Okay, this is the J. Cole that I love to see. The one that's telling y'all, don't forget who I am. Okay, just because I'm chilling in the back and I ain't making a whole bunch of noise, don't forget who I am. Don't forget I'm the GOAT.
Yeah.
I respect that man so much because he be on there. He'll come back with it. I cannot wait for this album to drop.
He got me excited for it. He did say in the song that he told you they wasn't gonna be around. And I'm sorry, I have not heard. Smoke Perp sold a Coke bottle worth of album sale. And Lil Pump did better. But it ain't nowhere near.
He told y'all.
He like, I tried to warn him. I'm like, yo, when the kid grow up and they don't listen to your music no more, and you old, and the new kids ain't gonna listen to your music, you out of here. That's something all rappers should learn too, all artists. Getting on gimmicks will only last so long.
It is not gonna last.
J. Cole told y'all in this song also that he'll give you every line, his whole story, every artery, and then he'll fall. That was a bar right there. Any more music?
They, oh no, yeah, that was it for me. Okay, so I'm gonna plug Toby Nwigwe again. Toby Nwigwe
Okay.
out of Houston. I need y'all to go listen to him. He dropped a new song called "Try Jesus." Um, it's fire. It's only a minute and 42 seconds, but it's fire. And he explains who I am as a person in its entirety in that minute and 42 seconds. So,
Bro, you
just a
gotta
small
text me his
plug.
music. I meant to do it last time. I asked you to text me that, but text me the link.
I'm about to send it to you right now because it's just, it's fire.
I heard I heard a little bit of Logic album. I heard most of it. Somebody said we owe Logic an apology. I'm like, I owe him no apology. His last two albums was trash and it's still trash. But this one was good. This one was good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was kind of old Logic you feel. It's not. I think his fans like to be extra. Like he's the greatest thing ever. I'm like, it's good, but I don't
Yeah,
owe
but
him an
don't push it.
apology. I don't owe him an apology because his last two albums still trash. But shout out to him, man. He just got a badge from
Man.
Twitch, and he gonna do stuff on Twitch, which is lit, man. Like I said, shout out to him, man. And then you put out your last project was good. If you gonna retire, go out on a good note. Good thing
You're
you
right.
didn't.
Please go out in a bang.
Yeah,
Don't
100,000 people watching you live, listening to your album. Go out with a bang. August Alsina, Entanglements. You heard the song?
I have heard the song. It's a very, very, very catchy song. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, Rick Ross came in and did his thing on there too. Rick Ross messy for being in the middle of that, and he know it. Um,
Mississippi.
it was a decent
What?
song though.
What? Oh, I call
You
Mississippi
don't think
boy.
so?
What? Rock. I know you like to clean Florida, but Mississippi boy. But well, okay.
He does like to play Florida. He was in Mississippi recently though. Shout
Yeah.
out to him.
Yeah. Oh, we just had breaking news. It's gonna be fun to end the podcast on, cause we almost done. Elon Musk has challenged Johnny Depp to a cage fight. Bree, I know you don't know the story, so let me go over. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, they were married. Basically, they're having a court case right now.
Okay.
A lot of information came out. They both seem like a very toxic relationship. Amber Heard lied that he hit her sometimes that he didn't do, but she admitted on a phone call to somebody else that she hit him. She told a story about a allegation that he sexually assaulted her, and it came out that her assistant got upset and went on court and told her that she's lying because that's my sexual assault case I had a few years ago. So she's very messy, by the way. Aquaman 2. I don't know if we canceled her or not, but okay. And basically, even though it is admitted that Johnny got upset, that she was seeing Elon Musk a lot, and in the court case, Johnny said he don't like Elon Musk, and that Elon Musk, she sent a text to Elon Musk like, I'll protect you from Johnny, and all that. And Johnny, yeah, and on it, because basically she told him that he abused her. So I don't know if Elon Musk knows it's fake or not, but that's in the text message. And so he like, I'll protect you. Because this is ultra messy, by the way. I actually encourage you to read it because it's this is insane what these two.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah. So basically, and then at the last day, Johnny started making fun of Elon Musk, basically. Dissing him all the time. Because basically he felt like he trying to take my wife. So he dissed him. So now today, Elon Musk has basically said, Johnny, meet me in the cage and fight me. So we're going to keep you updated on this story.
That sounds interesting.
I'm like, this is insane. I'm very much in. Let me read a little more before we get off. Let me see what it. Let me see the exact quote. Oh, okay. This is what he got upset about. I'm reading it now. Johnny Depp, when he was mad at her, threatened to cut off Elon Musk's penis.
Okay, Johnny. Okay, Johnny.
So now he said Elon Musk has challenged Johnny Depp to a cage fight after the actor has accused him of an affair with his then wife, Amber Heard. During the libel trial against the EGN High Court was shown the text sent to his friend Christian Carano, in which that happened. But the Tesla Brenner has now laughed off the threat, jokingly telling, if Johnny wants a cage fight, just let me know. The text was, I'll show him things he's never seen before. This is Johnny Depp. Like the other side of his dick when I slice it off. So Johnny,
He upset.
yeah, so he was like, okay. Elon Musk is a troll, by the way, so I'm pretty sure he might, if Elon Musk think he can get some money off, he might do it. Who you having that fight before we get off?
I'm gonna pick Johnny Depp because it's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp, man. By the way, I heard Disney is kind of getting rid of, is not going to get him for the next Pirates of the Caribbean, which I'm just going to be honest with you. If Johnny Depp wasn't in it, I'm not going to watch. The last,
Wait, why else are we watching it?
the last one y'all tried with that was the one before the last one. I hated that one, and if y'all we doing that again, I ain't doing it. By the way, with Disney, let's go on some more Disney news. John Boyega said he is not doing Disney anymore.
Mm.
It is hints that every time in China and all these other places, they kind of minimize him on the screen because the Chinese people are rather racist. If most people don't know, they are very racist. By the way, it's not okay to attack Chinese Americans because China itself is racist. That's insane. They never been to China. They don't know nothing about China. Attacking.
Exactly.
So I know a lot. I seen that in the comments. Were like, yo, China did this. I'm like, that's like me saying a bunch of people in South Africa killed somebody and like, yo, you wild out there for South Africa. Yeah, they don't even know what's going on over there. By the way, they haven't canceled.
Also, Disney news: Beyonce drops July 31st on Disney Plus. Y'all be on the lookout, okay?
Oh yes, we gotta do that. But John Boyega is leaving Disney, Bree.
Who is John Boyega?
The guy from the Star Wars, the black guy.
Oh,
The one that was doing that speech about I hate racist on Twitter. Yeah, that guy.
Okay, yeah, he really standing up for us and himself, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to.
In other news, Michelle Obama, July 29th, Spotify. If you're watching on Spotify, if you're listening on Spotify, hit that up. Michelle Obama will be June 29th, her first podcast. I feel like I feel like they're trying to kick us out already. You trying to get everybody? Okay. People ain't gonna have no time. They gonna listen to me.
Yes.
But yeah, Michelle Obama. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually gonna listen to it. I'm excited about
that.
Yeah, and then like Bree said, Beyonce coming out soon.
Beyonce on the 31st.
Yeah.
Get ready. Get your free trials together.
Yeah, so it's a lot of entertaining stuff, a lot for me to talk about. A lot for me to talk about on my birthday podcast live next Saturday.
Yay!
I don't know if Bree will be able to make it, but hopefully she will and we can all celebrate.
I'm gonna slide through.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. Anything else, Bree? Any other entertainment news you're looking forward to?
Not that I know of right now.
Yeah, I think we done covered most of it. Like we just had that breaking news that Elon Musk wants to fight Johnny Cage. So that's a very entertaining. John Boyega quit. Beyonce, Michelle Obama this week. Very good stuff. Entertainment. Thank you, Bree, for being here. Anything you want to tell the people?
Yeah, stay safe, okay? Don't go start crazy. Go outside, take a walk, but social distance. Wear your mask. Protect you and others around you. Maximize 24. Mind, body, and spirit.
Spoken like a true queen. As y'all see at the bottom of the bottom corner, as you see, my nonprofit, something amazing. I'm gonna start doing camps and other little stuff. I'm partnered with NASA now, so that's a good thing. So let's go.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes,
and it's to
sir.
remind you to keep stopping, cause you never know. Today, something amazing can happen. We love you. We cherish you. Thank you for listening. We just barely went over an hour. I love y'all. Peace.